and welcome to episode number 9 of Meet the Author for We Choose Joy. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing you to Huong Phung. She is an amazing, brilliant woman, so I'm so excited about this interview. And so we're going to start off with her introducing herself and telling us a little bit about herself. So you want to take it over?
Hi, Rachelle. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I was so excited for this interview and just have a conversation and just spend time with you. My name is Huong Phung. I currently live in Blacksburg, Virginia, with my daughter, Sydney. She's 7 years old. And I'm originally from Vietnam, so I've been here about 25 years. And my background, I grew up in the beauty industry in the nail salon, and also I work with a company in wellness, and so just making people feel better about themselves. And a couple years ago, I created my kitchens called Hong's Healing Kitchen. So that's something that I love to spread joys and inspiration and have to feed people and heal people through my food. Yeah.
So. I love that. I love that so much. All right. Well, what made you decide you wanted to be a part of this amazing anthology that we got to be in together?
When I always had a dream, like one day I will write about my story, but and just a thought about it is like how to get started. So I feel very blessed to be part of this book with the most amazing women that I met through the divas, the coffee cup divas in Erie, and they really inspire me to share my story. And I know that it's like through everyone's story, we can help other women out there, yeah, who are in the same circumstances, or give people hope. So I love to, yeah. So I feel like we cannot do it ourselves. We need a tribe, and it's something that I'm very grateful about this book. That it's like a village, and it's like how we can do it together. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that I say yes, and I'm glad I didn't quit the last minute.
Right. It is certainly a journey, isn't it? Because yes. One thing that I've heard throughout interviewing everyone is that the invitation was there and we just said yes, and then we figured it out later. But it's certainly a journey, isn't it, to relive and experience different parts of our story. And for a lot of us was like having to process and heal while we're writing the story in ways that we weren't like ready for. Like we thought we could just write it, and then we didn't realize that there's going to be so much emotion and elements to it. So it's very brave of you to share your story. So can you share a little bit about your story with us?
Yeah, so I'm glad that through my story, part of my chapter is that I collected over the years. At the same time, I add on to what I was feel at that moment. But I think that it's something that's like, how Facebook kept our journal of what in our thought at that moment, or what we want. So I share part of my stories when I was little, and I was in the refugee camp for in Hong Kong with my family for 7 years. And I think it's our what we grow up, and the environment we're in, or it's what brought us to where we at right now. I think that's something. It's like when you look back, I remember writing the story, but then holding the book and reading it for the first time to my daughter, and I had that teary eyes. And I'm like, wow, I've been through all of this, and I just want to share with people that it's like, when you through the hardship in your life, and it's the moment that you can turn it all around. Yeah. And so that's I'm very thankful because of that journey, living in the refugee camps, and having no food to eat. And then that kind of inspired me that I have a dream one day feed malnourished or unfortunate kids out there. So when you have that intention, when you have that dreams in the back of your mind, even though when you're little and you don't know how, it's all unfold, at some point in your life, and you just kind of open and embrace it, yes.
I love
So I
that.
feel like that's kind of like the God purpose for me, is to make that difference, and that's what makes motivate me to go every day. And then through my when we get married, we never thought that we could get divorced. I always thought that is something that you can work it out, and something that but life, I was talking to a friend, like life, sometimes you just have to embrace the moment we are now. We don't know the future, but things happen. You just have to embrace it and go and move with it. So from that, I turned my pain into a purpose of, instead of focus on my sorrow and why is it happened, or blaming myself, I focus on helping other, and especially helping the children. So
Love that. Yeah, the purpose in our pain is such a beautiful phrase. So thank you for sharing that. So with that, have you thought about the next step of maybe writing your own book? Or if you were invited to do another anthology, would you say yes to that? So tell us a little bit about, because I think your story would be in a book, like, just your own book, but also, would you be a part of another anthology?
I would love to write my cookbook one day.
Oh,
It's just how I started, and just a special recipe that I share with people, and I learned from my mom or my teacher. I mean, from my sister. So it's like, those are things that's always in back on my mind. So one day, yes. But part of my joy through it all is, I was divorced when my daughter was only 18 months, and I think it's that for what I when I look back at it, it's the joy that I had with my daughter that I mentioned in the book, about just a simple joy, going to a concert or having a picnic, just something that is like we can do together without costing an arm or a leg, or just be there for her at that moment. And I just looking back, from now she's already 7, and through that stages, and I'm glad that that whenever I get to be with her, I wanted to spend that time and embrace, and give her actual hug and kisses. So it's like every day, we often look for something. I try to looking for something good, like the appreciation, like what I'm thankful for each day. So my daughter is definitely on top of my list, and something that I think is that God brought her to my life for a reason, and the journey that we are going through it together, and how now through the kitchens and how to heal people, and I love that she can be part of it and she grow through it. So yeah. So the other day she was helping me in the kitchen of vacuuming. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like, when she see like, how women, sometimes we just feel like we don't have the balance. We have to like do a lot of things at one time, but it's just seeing her like, just helping me, and I just feel like I'm very grateful and very proud. So
I think sometimes our greatest lessons are through our children.
yes.
They act as like a mirror, and they let us see ourselves and see the world through such beautiful, like, children's eyes are just so pure and beautiful. So, oh, thank you. I love that. Do you have anything else you want to share with us? Any messages or takeaways or encouraging words or anything?
What's speaking in my heart is that I think every one of us can make a difference, no matter what talent or what things that we have in our life. Is that even when you go out and you see some stranger and you give them a smile and say hi, and sometimes just asking people how was the day, because like instead of like just judging people like when you see them, but you should open up, to see what's important to them.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing, it's a beautiful thing to see that, like, we are not alone, but we can be a collective of a community. So I know wherever I go, I wanted to spread the joy. So right now, I think God brought me here for a reason. I'm around a lot of students and Hokies, and helps a lot of a lot of parents, especially mom, reach out to me. So I feel I'm related. I feel like I can feel the pain, you know, or I feel like that I'm representing a mom to help healing their kids when they're sick. So, you know, wherever I go, I know that it's like I will do my best and to help people and just spread the good vibe and good healings, yeah, through inspiration, just through, you know, just being there, being a good citizen. Yeah, that's what we say. Yeah.
Well, thank you. You are such a beautiful gift to this world. And I am just so grateful that we had this time together. So thank you so much. And thank you all for listening to episode number 9. And till next time, thank you.
Thank you, Rachelle. Thank